I just feel so apprehensive about this because there's no way they're not going to resolve this tension, if you want to call it that, between Garming and his dad. There's no way they're going to end Lantern Rite with them not being on good terms. That's not going to happen. We've not got time to resolve this in a way that can possibly feel like it's done well. Because the guy, he left. Things got so bad that Garming left home and has got no contact with his dad. To leave home and not speak to your parents since, how bad have things got to be for that to happen? So this is not something that can just be resolved by some well-meaning people, you know. I'm not saying they're not, but there's no way this can be resolved in any way that isn't going to feel it's a little bit off and isn't going to bother me. I swear to God, if all that happens is that, like, Garming's dad continues being awful, because he has to be, and then Garming does his dance, because we know he does, because we've seen it in the teaser, and I swear to God, I swear to God, if the way this is resolved is that his dad is just in the crowd, and is like, huh, wow, maybe I was wrong all this time, because only support your kids' dreams if they're brilliant at it, I suppose, is going to be the lesson. You're right to shut down your kids' dreams and to be bullies about it, provided they're not very good at it, I suppose, is the story that they're going to tell. I can see it happening, and I can see myself getting irate, because I don't see how else it can possibly be done in such a short space of time. Also, just in real life, if you know somebody who is not in contact with their parents for whatever reason, do not go behind their back and contact them. Don't do that. Because that could be very dangerous for you know. That's not a good thing to do. I'm just putting it out there. That is the worst thing you can possibly do, is just contact anybody's family behind their back if you know they're not on good terms. You cannot be doing stuff like that. He's just bugging me already because we don't know the full situation, so we should absolutely not be getting involved. He's bugging me that we're getting involved. I get that it's probably supposed to be this, like, heartfelt story of getting an estranged family back together, but it's not.
It's time to carry out the plan!
Oh, can we not?
Let's go find Gaming. Hope everything goes well.
Of course it's not gonna go well. We are massively overstepping. You can't do things like this. Oh, bloody hell, we're having a slow day today, are we? Oh my God, it's been minutes. I know. I missed you as well. You were telling Grandma to get up. I almost object to playing as Baizhu right now because he would never. He would be way more tactful than this, I swear. Oh, I feel sleazy. I can't believe we're doing this. Garming, I'm so sorry for what we're about to do to you.
Hi, Gaming! Paimon sees you've certainly gotten an early start this morning. Playing games already, are we? Who won this time? You the one buying dim sum again?
Hey, when you put it like that, it makes it sound like I'm always the one losing.
Ah, perfect, you're all here. There's an important commission I need your help with.
What is wrong with my neighbours? Sorry, carry on.
I've got the time. Where are the goods?
Well,
I can
it's
hear
not
you
just
over
goods
there
this time.
screaming at
I
each
need
other.
you to escort a tea merchant and their wares from Chaoying Village to Liyue Harbor. A very important client has requested to meet with him.
I'm going to have to wait for my neighbours to remember how to be civilised. Bear with me.
What ball checker is...
Dear God, how... Knowing full well how many people can hear you, how do you not get embarrassed? Carry on.
Sure. What's this merchant's address?
Oh, it better not be his dad. I am going to be so cross. It's his dad, isn't it?
If the client's that important, then this must be a very crucial, very pressing commission, right?
I don't like this. This is
Of
sleazy.
course, the sooner you complete it, the better. I would advise you to depart as soon as possible.
Oh, I don't like it. Oh, that's weird. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, Garming, I'm so sorry. We appear to be Dottore again. Oh, that's fine. That's not fine by me. Say no, Garming.
Don't work too hard now, Longjo. We'll set off then.
Garming, you can tell us to piss off and mind our own business. It's okay. You can swear at us, it's fine. Oh, I don't like this. It's bad enough that Baizhu doesn't get to be a part of Chenyu Vale's kind of grand reveal, but we have to be weird. We have to do this. That's gross. Oh, if not for the Prima Gems and the minuscule possibility of Baizhu appearing in the last cutscene, I would not be thrilled continuing playing this right now. I feel awful.
You're a bit quiet today, Gaming. Oh, do you want Paimon to tell a story?
Of course it's quiet!
We're almost there. I'll take a rain check on that.
How can they be okay doing this? And we're still having to, like, pretend that we're good people. That's... oh. I don't want to do this. It's one thing to get involved in not our business. But to, like, trick him. Is that him? Is that the guy? Oh, I don't want to. Hi, client, whoever you may be.
Hello, you must be the tea merchant heading to Liyue Harbor. We're here to escort you.
Seriously.
Dad?
Seriously. Oh, how dare you! You see... oh! Oh, where's Chiori when you need her? You see your son for the first time since he leaves home. And that is your response. We do not have enough time to get these two on good enough terms that I genuinely believe will happen at the end of Lantern Rite.
Oh, so you're Gaming's father. It's nice to meet you.
It is not.
Just leave this delivery to him. Trust Paimon, he's got this in the bag. Gaming is super good at what he does. Everyone at the Secure Transport Agency says as much. Even the Ministry of Civil Affairs has nothing but good things to say about him.
You can't see me because I'm VTubing, but I am in actual disgust right now.
Seems like you've made some sort of name for yourself at least.
Oh, shut up! Oh, piss off! Ew! Never speak to us again. Look, Garming, I'm so sorry we colluded behind your back. Can we leave now?
The goods are all in order?
Don't even give him the time of day. He's a twat.
Yes, they're all here.
He's such a twat. I've never hated anyone more in my life.
Then let's get going.
Like, he started, it's not, this is your fault. This is why I'm not doing anything with my psychology degree, okay? I am not therapying anybody, okay? I'm not cut out for it. This is your fault, you're a dickhead. Don't you act as if, I am so not having fun right now.
A very important client has asked for you by name. You kinda have to come with us. Paimon doesn't know how we would explain ourselves if you just didn't show up. Plus, you'd be missing out on a huge money-making opportunity.
I see.
Because that's all you care about, isn't it?
I suppose I will have to trouble you all to escort me, then. Let's go.
I hate him. I hate this man. I hate him. Can we just escort him off a cliff or something? Garming, I'm so sorry. I cannot believe we're doing this to you. I am never going to go on Twitter and see what other people are saying because I just know it's going to be full of people saying, oh, isn't this wholesome? That's always the case. Whenever I feel so strongly about something, it seems like everybody else has the exact opposite opinion. I'm disturbed by Arlecchino and everyone else like, oh, she's such a good father. Oh my god, she's so nice to the kids. Like, she's abusive. What are you talking about? I can just imagine people saying, oh, it's so sad that they've had such a big misunderstanding or something like that, and it would irritate me and I'd have to go on another blocking spree, and I am not cut out for social media. Ugh.
We've been walking for so long. Is anyone tired? How about we stop and rest for a bit?
I'm fine.
Gaming, don't you usually have some delicious snacks on you?
No.
Come on, bring them out so we can share them.
No, he doesn't have any.
I'm fine. Thank you.
Don't! Oh!
But the winter melon cake he gave us last time was so delicious. Have you
He's
ever
not
tried it
sharing
before,
his
Mr.
food.
Paimon,
Man. Yeah. Thank you very much. Is it bothering you?
No. Alright.
Good. Right, see you then. Oh, right. Drinking game. Have a sip of sugar plum gin liqueur every time. This guy pisses me off. Drink responsibly. It's like he has the goal that acts like he is the one who was wronged. Place to rest. No one will suspect a thing. Sorry, we lost him on the way. It was horribly unfortunate.
this place looks nice and open. Why don't you all rest here for a second?
There was nothing we could do.
Huh? What about you? You're not going to join us?
Of course he's not going to join us, Paimon.
I'm not tired. I'll keep watch.
Oh, but
Why on earth would he
Just let
join
him
us?
go.
Yeah, no, you don't you worry. Don't you make any
okay,
attempt to try and
we'll
reconnect
just
with your
share
child.
amongst ourselves then. Did you know, Uncle Ip, that the flavor of these cakes changes depending on...
Paimon, you have to stop. You have to stop.
Halt! Who goes there?
Put it down, let them.
It appears
Oh.
that one's movements were overly conspicuous.
For God's sake. Oh my god, guys. Bandit. Is this a part of the plan? Are they... Oh my god. Chuff it out.
Enough of your musings. Focus. Focus on the matter at hand.
Oh, they are a part of the plan. Oh my god. I love
Present your
them.
exquisite ornaments at once.
For crying out loud. I love you guys so much. So, my question is that clearly the Adepti know that, like, Rex Lapis is actually still alive and is in fact Zhongli. So what I'm asking is, or what I'm stating is, God forbid anybody ask these two about it. Oh, acting is not your strong suit, is it?
Indeed. Bring them forth readily and without protest.
Oh, for God's sake. I love them.
Ah! What do we do?
It seems as if these two are acting alone.
Acting is a bit of a strong word.
It won't be difficult to subdue them, but they might have something else waiting in store for Dad. The best way to keep him safe is...
To not. Don't bother, Garming.
Leave this to me. I'll handle them.
Good luck.
Traveler, Paimon, take my dad and the goods away from
Oh
here.
god, are they gonna have to, like, pretend to be defeated or something? This is dreadful, I love it.
No, Gaming. It's too dangerous.
Shut up.
This is what I do.
You'd know that if you, like, spoke to him. Paimon, don't...
Thorny foe indeed. let us depart and seek a target softer in blows and disposition.
Oh my god. I was just gonna say to Paimon, don't wink at people during the plan. That is the most conspicuous thing. No one's gonna notice now. Well done. You drew the attention away. Oh my god.
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Oh, hi! Oh my god, that is like one of my main worries, just completely. I genuinely thought that we would just like never see her crane form again, at least in game. Oh, that makes me so happy!
Away! Let us away!
For God's sake, guys. I love them.
Don't worry, he's a great fighter.
Yeah, shut up.
Paimon's even seen him take down a dozen or so treasure hoarders all by himself.
But coming,
What? What about him? What about him?
if
Tell
he
me.
had just stayed by my side and learned the family trade, he wouldn't have to put himself in such dangerous situations.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. He didn't want to do that.
We just have to trust him. Let's go on ahead. We'd best get away from here, in case there are other bandits in the area waiting in ambush.
Don't try and spin this as a kind of, oh, he was just being a twattish dickhead because he wanted to keep his son safe, ooh woo. Don't care. Still a dick.
All is going to plan.
I think Ben Balmaceda put it best when he said, penis, 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 penis. I can say that because I've only got 27 subscribers and I'm not monetized.
Okay, we should be good to stop here.
Oh god, who's that? Oh, wait, hang on.
Oh no, what is he doing here?
He's flying a kite. He's flying a boot-out kite. No, that's so cute. Oh, that is the cutest thing.
Good sir, please, listen to me. Reel in your line and leave this place as quickly as you can. There are bandits in the area.
I take back everything I said about Lantern Rite. This is the best thing I've ever seen. Yeah, Zhongli, you totally can't handle yourself around bandits. Oh my god. I love this. So Zhongli is not a part of the plan then. Okay, he's just there.
Bandits? Acting in broad daylight?
He's suspicious. Oh my god, Paimon. Spell it out, why don't you? Yes, yes, Zhongli. Totally not Adepti bandits.
Oh.
Totally.
Ah, I see.
You know, I
It appears
genuinely...
many people are catching a chill as of late. If your throat is bothering you, Paimon, perhaps some tea and rest are in order.
I was just going to say, I genuinely wholeheartedly believe that Zhongli actually genuinely does see what Paimon's saying. Poor side Paimon. Timmy's fallen down well.
Nope, no need. Paimon's fine. She just, had some cake stuck in her throat.
He must have figured it all out by now. Is he playing dumb on purpose? Yes. If there's anything about Zhongli, it's he only ever plays dumb on purpose.
If there are indeed bandits in the area, then we should inform the Millilith at once.
It's fine. The guard was just escorting us. The guard that was escorting us is already on their tail.
Oh? Well, if that's the case.
Continue flying your kite. Everything's perfectly fine.
Such matters are best left to those with the necessary expertise. Wouldn't you agree?
I suppose you're right. If ordinary people like us got involved, it would only cause more trouble.
I just love it when people who have no clue who Zhongli actually is just talk to Zhongli. Just ordinary people like the two of you. But of course he's right. He's Zhongli.
Since we find ourselves otherwise unoccupied in this beautiful area, Why don't we find a quiet place to relax while we wait for good news?
That would be lovely.
Okay, change of plan. If Zhongli manages to talk some sense into this guy, I will have nothing bad to say about it. Zhongli is allowed to do whatever the bloody hell he wants without criticism. He's the only one. Find a tea store to rest at. Unless Cloud Attainer was like, hey, you're like the only person. Listen, the other two Adepti, don't even talk to me about them. Okay, Morax or whatever. Can you talk to this guy? I'll accept it then. And then just didn't tell us because we don't do plans. Because you shouldn't trust the Traveller with plans because she'll go and tell everybody.
Uncle Ip does have a reason to be worried. After all, Gaming, the guard we mentioned, is his son.
Cloud Attainer just tells Lumine and Paimon about the full plan, and the first thing they do is just run off to Fontaine to tell Linny and Lynette everything.
Gaming. The name sounds somewhat familiar. Ah, yes. That is the name of the Usho dancer who has been performing around Liyue Harbor recently, is it not?
Oh, you know him as the Usho dancer. Oh.
Oh, have you seen him perform?
Please say yes. Please say yes.
Indeed.
Yes!
I cannot help but admire his skill. He truly encapsulates the spirit of the Suani.
Listen, I know you don't know Zhongli, I know you've just met her, but if this guy says that if this guy is like, wow, I admire your skill, okay, he's nice, he'll probably say that about everybody, but still, take what he says on board, you absolute twat of a man.
Usho dancing has become more well known in Liyue Harbor recently. However, although performers are seeing budding success, they have no doubt had to face many hurdles along the way. One's not so easily understood by spectators such as ourselves.
You know, if only there was somebody who was like very well respected in Liyue, who was from Chenivale, who's probably familiar with Usho dancing, who could like put in a good word and explain sort of the culture of Chenivale and everything to the people of Liyue Harbor. If only that was possible. If only there was somebody who could do that.
If you ask me, what truly deserves admiration is perseverance in the face of adversity. That is a rare attribute indeed.
That was enthusiastic.
I've heard many of my acquaintances praise Gaming for his kind, selfless, and courageous disposition. To have a child so accomplished and upright, you must be a very proud parent indeed, Uncle Ip.
There's no way he doesn't know what he's doing. There's no way. Uncle Yip.
Seems like Zhongli has decided to skip the formalities.
The faces they pulled just then. Listen, this guy doesn't deserve formalities, okay? That was the funniest expression I've ever seen. Oh, I love this, actually.
Well, he's a hard worker. Yes.
Can you say more about your own child, please? Uncle Yip.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he gets back.
Exactly. Yes?
Your son is young yet. It's normal for someone his age to be a bit hot-headed. It's understandable to find talking about such things in person difficult. If there's a particular sentiment you wish to convey, perhaps we could pass it along for you.
You know, it's funny and maybe a bit hypocritical that I would genuinely be getting a bit irritated if this was anybody other than Zhongli, but the fact that it's Zhongli, I trust him to be like picking his words carefully and with purpose. If I trust anybody with this thing that we should not be doing, it is Zhongli.
No. It wouldn't be right to ask that of you.
So you're gonna say it then?
This thing between us has festered for many years now. In truth, there are some things that simply aren't easy for us to talk through. I've been in the tea business for most of my life, and I always hoped my child would do the same. Otherwise, how would he support himself? Over the past few years, I heard how well he was doing for himself as a guard. How his work was taking him to farther and farther off places. I also heard that he never gave up on wushou dancing. It made me happy. But I was also worried.
I'm not
When you're
sympathizing
young,
with you.
You can handle all that physically taxing work and manual labor. What young person isn't capable of making a living that way?
I mean...
My concern is what happens when you get old.
I mean... Raise his hand. Wow, call me out like that, why don't you? Yeah, but like... Just because somebody might not be able to do a thing when they're old, does that really mean they can't do it when they're young? Like... That's such a bullshit I get it, I get what they're doing, but that's still such a bullshit excuse. Maybe I'm looking from the perspective of somebody who... Like, I know full well that as I get older, I'm going to get worse. And realistically, I want to do as much as I can while I can still do it. I can't afford to think too far into the future. So maybe that's what's hindering me from understanding that kind of point of view as, oh, what about when you get older? What if there is no older? You can't spend your entire life building up to when you are older. Because what if that never I know that's so morbid of me, but it's like less serious. But as a slightly tattooed person who would very much like to be more heavily tattooed one day, like that is my goal, you get people saying, oh, what if you regret them when you're older? And that's never sat right with me because I will be, if you're an old person with tattoos that are faded and maybe don't look the best on like wrinkly, sun-damaged skin or whatever, then the tattoos are the least of your problems. Like if I get to be old enough, then I'll just be thrilled to be old enough. You know, it's like, you can't not do something when you're young because, oh, what if that's not viable when you're old? Then you'll get to old age and you'll be thinking, oh, I wish I'd have done this when I was young. But now it's too late. Again, if you manage to be old. Not everybody gets to do that. This has been a morbid conversation, I know, but it is a mindset that's always got to me. Yes, like, obviously you do want to be financially stable when you're older, I get that, but there has to be a way to meet in the middle. Like, handle all the physically taxing work and manual labour, as you say, when you're young, and build up security for when you're older, maybe. I know it's not that simple, but I'm not saying, oh, take, you know, every day as it comes, but at least take every few years as they come. But maybe that's a very chronically ill, disabled way of thinking of things. I don't know.
Every time I get to thinking like that, I cannot help but be reinforced in the belief that I was right.
Oh, piss off.
That I was right not to give in.
Take a sip,
I
everyone.
often regret introducing him to wushou dancing as a kid.
Oh.
If I had known how things would turn out, I would have never taken him to see those performances in the first place.
How miserable do you have to be as an adult? Oh. I used to be very active. I don't know, it's not the same. I used to be very active as a child. I used to do dance, fencing, figure skating, basketball. I can't do any of those things now. And they're all things that I genuinely thought I'd be doing for like a much longer time than I was actually physically capable of doing it. I think I was about roughly 11 or 12 when it started being a case of having to stop doing these things. And now I cannot do any of those things. I have tried simply ice skating, like sort of before the lockdowns and everything, and it couldn't happen. I am physically no longer capable of doing even the basic things that I used to enjoy doing. And it's upsetting, and it gets to me sometimes. But do I wish that I was never enrolled in these things as a child? Absolutely bloody not. Because I still got to enjoy them at the time. And, like, I can't tap dance anymore. That was my favourite type of dance. I think it's the dance I was best at. I still have my old tap shoes because I have been the same shoe size since I was like 10 years old, genuinely. I was like this tall since like 10 or 11 and then I stopped. I can't do that anymore. You know, it was always my dream to perform Anything Goes from the Anything Goes. I can't do that anymore. I'm never going to be able to do that properly anymore. But you know what I can do is I can do dog training now. I have a qualification in dog training. I have a fully trained assistance dog. I don't see why I can't do like Cruft style freestyle dance with her. That is not a thing that I would have been able to do had I not done dance as a child. It's also like I'm a very pessimistic person. I get surprised whenever I get a single new subscriber. I get surprised whenever I see a view. I get surprised when a friend I know, anybody I know personally in real life, likes a video or comments on a video. I would like to start aiming to properly do YouTube. I don't believe anything's ever going to come of that YouTube-wise. But through trying, am I going to find other avenues that I wouldn't have found had I not tried this? I'm learning Japanese because it is a dream of mine to move to Japan and work on toku. That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen, but I can still try. I can still do the little bits that I can do to try, because who knows what opportunities might come that wouldn't have come had I not tried. Simply learning Japanese and stopping there may very well come with opportunities that I wouldn't have had I not learned it specifically because I wanted to move to Japan and work on toku. That's never going to happen. But other things could happen in the journey to trying and making that happen. Does that make sense? I've gone on a complete tangent, but this way of thinking, it just gets to me. And especially like from the point of view of somebody who was definitely held back from doing things at school that I could have done. There were trips at like school when I was younger that I could have done, but they couldn't be bothered to work out a risk assessment for a disabled student, but they couldn't say that. They couldn't say, no, you can't go. So they'd like blackmail me into not going, into like retracting a form and stuff like that. And that's all stuff that I'm never going to be able to do now. And I wish they hadn't have held me back from doing things where I could still do them. I know this isn't like the point, but I guess I am sort of going through that kind of thing early that healthy people would go through when they're getting older. Of, oh, I'm getting older now, I can't do this anymore. I'm, you know, I'm mid-late 20s, and I'm going through that now in the kind of, all these things I could do when I was younger, I can't do them anymore. I'm never going to be able to. But I value having been able to do it at the time. And I'm going to stop going on about it because it's going to upset me. But this way of thinking is bullshit and he's a twat. That's the point of this entire conversation. He's a twat. I'm calling him Barry from now on. Barry is a twat. No one's going to get that reference, but I'm going to get that reference. My mum's going to get that reference. My dad might get that reference, and that's all that matters.
It is only natural for a parent to strive to send their child down the right path. No one would begrudge you that sentiment, Uncle Ip. You need not worry.
I wanted to do psychology from a very young age, and the careers advisor, I put in quotation marks, person, didn't want me to. Because she thought I didn't want to. She decided I didn't really want to. But I did. And so my parents were very supportive of that. And look where I am now. I have a degree in psychology. Am I ever going to use it? Probably not, but I've got it. And it is a thing. It's a thing that I wanted to do, and so my parents supported me doing it, and now I've done it. Ugh,
You
I'm
seem
irritated.
quite young, Mr. Zhongli. Yet you speak with such wisdom. Perhaps I have misjudged your age.
Yeah, everybody gets suspicious when they talk to Zhongli.
Your words are too kind. Truth be told, one of my old friends has several grown daughters.
I know this could just be a throwaway line, and you could be talking about anyone, but is that old friend with several grown daughters? Tell me that's not Cloud Retainer with Shenhe and Ganyu, is it? Because that's adorable. If so, it is. That's what I'm taking that to mean.
Rather than fretting about their future, however, she prefers to let them find their own way.
Exactly.
She's more easygoing than I could ever be. I fear I lack such an open mind.
Yeah, and you're damaging your child because of it. Put down your pride and admit that you were wrong.
I meant to say earlier, there is no need to be so polite. Feel free to call me by my name, Ipdak.
It's just their reactions in the background are killing me. I love this.
Sure.
So, do you also think I fret too much, Mr.
I love this
Zhongli?
game.
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool would ask a parent not to worry about their child. But think of it this way. Raising a child is not unlike flying a kite. Hold the string too tight, and it can no longer soar. As my friend once said, if your children are aiming for the stars, clipping their wings will only cause them to come crashing down. You need to let out the line for a kite to soar.
Clipping their wings. He's talking about Cloud Retainer with Shenhe and Ganyu, and you can't tell me otherwise.
It seems I was too stuck in my ways.
I take it all back. Having Zhongli talk to him is actually, I don't mind. Mate, can we just, anytime there's some conflicts going on, can we just get Zhongli to talk to them? Unless the conflict is in Fontaine, but anywhere else, just bring Zhongli to talk to them. Imagine how much more could be solved if he could just have a chat over tea with somebody.
You need not reproach your heart for caring. You simply need to loosen your hold a little. Indeed, with such a big heart, why not allocate the time you usually spend worrying about Gaming to the pursuit of other things, like going for a stroll, drinking tea, or taking in the scenery. You never know what surprises could be in store. Things can change in the blink of an eye.
The blink of an eye, you say? Do things change so quickly?
Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not? Day after day, year after year, sometimes in the blink of an eye, but always when you least expect it. As a father, I'm sure you know that best.
Yes, you can say that again. 1 second, Gaming was a kid. The next thing I knew, he was ready to fly the nest.
Zhongli is almost talking as if he himself also has somewhat of an experience. Can we have another scene with Zhongli and Zhao, please?
Zhongli certainly has a way with words.
Hi, Gaming. Listen, yeah, but
Oh, Gaming is back.
it's better than I thought it was gonna be, Gaming. I'm sorry.
Hey, Gaming, we're over here.
Come come here. Come talk to Zhongli.
Dad, Traveler, Paimon. Good, you're all here. Oh, and Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? You're here too?
A fated meeting indeed. We were just enjoying some pleasant conversation.
Yes. Anything you want to say?
Is everything resolved?
Well, you could say that.
What does that mean?
Oh
Traveler,
God,
Paimon,
what did they do?
Come with me. I need to talk to you.
We're found out. I'm sorry.
Huh? Oh, okay.
What did they say to you? What did they say to you? I'm sorry,
I'll
Garmin.
come right out and say it. Those two bandits, you sent them, didn't you?
Yes. Oh, he's mad at us.
So, that's how we're starting off?
I didn't want any part in this.
Can't look me in the eye, huh? Guess I'm right then.
I'm sorry.
Okay, but how did you know?
At first, their mannerisms seemed a bit stilted. But once I got close, it was obvious that they possessed great skills. I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, I was never able to close that distance. People with that level of skill would have gone about things differently from the start, like sneaking up on us while we were distracted. Unless, of course, their real motive was to lure me away from the group all along.
Wow, you're pretty quick on the uptake.
I'm sorry, Garmin.
I just have a lot of experience. I've dealt with many a ruthless bandit in my time, but I've never seen ones like them.
I feel dreadful.
In the end, I told them they would make good guards if they ever wanted to get back on the straight and narrow, and that they could hang out with me in Liyue Harbor anytime.
You ever consider you might be a little too good at making friends?
I'm guessing you guys were trying to help resolve things between my dad and me?
Yeah, they were. I had no part in this, Garmin. I told them
Yeah,
not
I
to.
appreciate it, I really do. But this conflict between us has been going on for a long time.
Exactly. This has been going on for a long time, and it was bad enough for him to leave home and never speak to his dad again until now. So there's no way we can resolve this so quickly and have it not feel weird.
Even if those two were real bandits, and I was able to subdue them and show him what I was capable of, it wouldn't change anything. You've seen the way he talks to me.
I have, and that's why I don't...
Your dad really cares about you. You should see the way he talks about you when you're not around.
Oh, it doesn't matter because he's not around. It doesn't matter what the intentions are. He's being a dick to his face. That's what matters.
Zhongli was talking things through with him, and he nearly agreed to let it go. You don't believe us?
He won't let it go. He can say as much as he wants to other people, but he won't talk to me. I'm certain of it.
Oh, I don't want to say this. And you talk to him. I'm sure he would. He shouldn't have to. No, he shouldn't have to. The dad should be making the first step at this point. It's not for Garming to build bridges.
You told us you wanted to prove yourself to your dad.
He doesn't.
Why don't you tell him about all the hard work you've done these past few years?
He shouldn't have to.
Will that even do anything?
Probably not.
I'm
He's
not
a
sure
dick.
talking is enough.
It's not. He's a twat.
You won't know unless you try. Just like how you won't know if something is delicious unless you taste it. Listen to us. It's time to put these people skills to good use. You can make friends with anyone, so why not your dad?
Because his dad's a dickhead. Good luck. We'll be rooting for you, even though I really don't want this to happen.
I'll do my best.
You are very knowledgeable, Mr. Zhongli. I'm impressed. Despite my being in the tea industry for several decades, it seems I still have much to learn about the art of tea tasting.
You flatter me. It was nothing but a few humble musings.
How much tea have you drank since we've been gone?
I was going to say it's not like it was alcohol, but you don't know what was in the tea.
Ipdak and I have found many a common interest. Our friendship, much like a cup of tea, seems to grow stronger the longer it has to steep.
Well said, Mr. Zhongli. Gaming, Mr. Zhongli is very knowledgeable. You should take the opportunity to learn from people like him when you're in the city.
You...
Huh? Oh, of course.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. I'm about to start the big 2020. Do you want to try a drop before I have it?
Oh, yes, please. Do we have cups or anything?
I think I have some plastic cups in the drawer.
Okie dokie. I would love to try some. What I was going to say is even when he's like making the efforts to talk to Garmin, he sounds a bit passive aggressive. You should learn from people like him when you. Maybe I'm just like too hung up on Joy. I don't know. Every new person is irritating me now. Not every new person, because Garming's adorbs, but oh, I don't like him. I'm probably gonna have a bit of booze because the story in this game right now is pissing me right off, and I'm getting irritated by the characters, and I'm ranting at the characters. We're in one scene right now, and I've been recording for over an hour. Right, see ya. Yeah, thank you. You should be telling anyone who might watch it good luck. Yeah. I'm fine. Carry on, Garming, sweetie. I'm so sorry. You are not one of the people that's pissing me off. I want to make that absolutely clear.
Zhongli?
I have very much enjoyed our conversation, Ipdak, but I, unfortunately, have some unfinished funeral parlor business to attend to.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I hope I didn't keep you. My apologies for taking up so much of your time, Mr. Zhongli. No need to stay on my account. When you're less busy, let's find a time to meet. I'll treat you to dim sum.
It would be an honor.
Bye.
See you off, Zhongli.
Oh, that's awkward.
You two have a nice chat, alright?
I've just said bye to Zhongli and now we're going to be walking the same way. That's really awkward. It's like when I watch the, because I have a subscription to Cookpad. It's not called Cookpad anymore, is it? I don't know what it's called nowadays. It used to be Cookpad. And because I had a subscription, I got to stay for like the lengthier stream. So it's like Sunagawa would be like saying goodbye to everyone and then we're staying. And he's like, it's so awkward because it's like, you've just said goodbye but now we're we've just stayed in your house watching you eat. It's nice. It's very awkward. It's bye and then you just carry on walking the same way. And you can't say anything else because you've already said bye. How are you, Zhongli? Long time no see.
Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Ip. Good thing you were able to pick up on what we were putting down.
Watch him
I
not.
have been around the both of you for some time now. You could say I have a certain level of expertise in that regard.
You speak Paimonese now.
As for my role in the conversation, think nothing of it. I hardly did anything noteworthy.
You never change, do you? Why did you have us walk all this way? Paimon thought we just had to go far enough to be out of earshot.
A friend approaches.
Oh. Did I or did I not say I wanted a scene with the two of them? Hi! Thank you for indulging me, Xiao!
Xiao! You're here too?
Hi!
I've been here the whole time?
Oh, sorry. No, he has to be here for Lantern Rite. He has to. He's like the one character who has to.
A ghostly kite. Could that elusive Director Hu be coming to Wangshu Inn once again?
Oh, God.
What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not. Given her relationship with Rex, well, Zhongli, I might as well go pay my respects.
No, because Zhongli had a whole thing about how raising a child is like flying a kite. And now is he going to be flying a kite with Xiao? Oh, please tell me he's flying a kite with Xiao. Oh, Xiao, please fly a kite with him. I am so proud of Xiao, by the way, for believing that to have been Hu Tao. And instead of avoiding just anybody, you know, seeing a person he knows, and instead of staying a distance or avoiding them, taking the step to actually approach and talk and everything. I'm so proud. He's come so far since we first met. He's doing so well. I'm so proud of him.
It's you. I thought you were Director Who.
Ah, your arrival is most fortuitous. Do you want to try out this new gadget?
Please say yes. Do it.
The addition
Ciao,
of the
please.
power source makes the takeoff more stable. It's just that...
He seems quite immersed in the study of this device.
I fear it's almost too stable. It completely negates the pleasure of seeing one's kite sway with the wind. It's a bit of a shame. In truth, I'm here because Director Who dispatched me to purchase some items in preparation for Lantern Rite.
I see. Much like she does every year. Much like she'll do next year, I would imagine.
They're having a conversation. They're standing next to each other while Zhongli's flying a kite and they're having a conversation. That's so precious. Oh.
Am I wrong? Or has she once again sent you out to buy, what is it, sesame oil or something?
While we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the preparation of mixed vegetable dishes for Lantern Rite. A recommendation from Xiangling, perhaps. What do you think, Xiao?
I've only met Director Who a few times. I'm hardly the best person to ask.
Ah, and is that not a sign that you should visit Wangsheng Funeral Parlor more often?
Yes!
It wouldn't hurt to grace the parlor with your presence now and again, when you are otherwise unoccupied.
No, but this is so cute! Oh! Yes, sweetie, yes, please visit. Please visit more often. Oh, I'm dying. Oh, it's too cute for me.
This one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Director Who tasked me with studying the differences between the two to determine which one is of greater merit.
Oh, please fly kites together.
Many hands make light work. Perhaps you could test out the other kite for me?
Please fly kites together.
All right.
Yes!
I have made my comparisons.
Oh, they flew kites together. I'm trying so hard not to be loud because then I'd be a hypocrite complaining about my neighbours being loud, but still! That is the cutest thing ever! Oh! Oh! Oh, I love them. This is what Lantern Rite is supposed to feel like.
If speed is what you're after, the mechanical kite is the better choice.
Wonderful. I shall pass that information along to Director Who. I'll leave these two kites with you. Perhaps you can find a few friends with which to partake in the activity. You might find it to be an enjoyable use of your time.
He wants him to make friends. I know this is general commentary because it's just me repeating what's going on, but I can't function right now. That is so cute.
Oh, wait. Who enjoys kite flying?
Multiple people.
Well,
Mean does.
I would imagine someone of your talent and wisdom is more than capable of finding out.
Fly kites with the Traveller. Your friends?
So, you were testing out the kites for Hu Tao and even roped Xiao into doing it for you? Paimon didn't ask earlier because the situation was...
Paimon, that is not what was... Paimon, you are the worst person to be dealing with, like, a whole family fallout thing. Paimon, that's not what was happening.
I would hardly say I roped Xiao into anything. I simply sought the help of a friend. Besides, we did the testing together.
They flew kites together.
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing.
Oh, but they're so cute. Oh. Zhongli dadding Xiao is the most precious thing I've ever seen. Yeah, we're gonna win anyway.
Do you like kite flying, Xiao?
I suppose I neither like nor dislike it. Although,
Bless.
watching a kite gradually ascend into the sky does bring me a certain peace of mind.
Oh, he likes kite
Perhaps
flying.
they're a bit like shell lanterns in that way.
They are!
Kite flying is also a pleasant form of relaxation.
Have you ever thought about making a kite shell? Cloud Retainer taught us how. We can teach you if you want.
We will.
There's no need. Menogius was the only Yaksha among us who had an interest in matters of ornamentation and design.
Oh, Menogius.
When Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you have the time.
Where is that? No, where is that? I need to do that. Although, Menogius has been getting quite a bit of mention. That's interesting. Like, not just now, but recently, not just in Lantern Rite. I feel like recently in general, he's been getting a lot of mention recently. That's suspicious. Absolutely. Where is Pervasi's temple? Don't let me forget to do that.
I should go inform Director Hu of our findings.
How's she been, by the way? Be sure to say hi to her for us.
The last time I spoke to her, she mentioned that she would be visiting Chaoying Village in a few days. If you have the time, perhaps you could also make the trip. If you happen to run into her, you can pass along your regards in person.
Sorry, I as I've already said, I think, I'm very pessimistic as a person. I did not expect Baizhu to be the first person we get to investigate Chenyu Vale with. Okay, because I know better. I think we Baizhu fans know better than to ever expect to see Baizhu ever. But why does Hu Tao get to go there first? I'm not against Hu Tao, but with their rivalry, why does she get to be there first? I am personally offended.
We'll keep that in mind. Take care, Zhongli. See you later.
Bye.
See you next time.
I've been ranting for quite a while, so I think... Oh, okay. Well, at the next opportunity, I will probably end the video there. No, I can end the video here anyway, I'm editing. Okay, duh, I didn't think about that. I can just end it. What's stopping me? Hi, I'm ending it. Because I've been recording for 1 hour and 20 minutes, and that is way too long. It's because I talk more when people irritate me, apparently. Anyway, thank you for watching, if you have. You deserve a medal if you've gotten all this far. All this far? Okay. If you want to watch another video for some reason, I'm sure I will remember to put things up here somewhere. Subscribing would be greatly appreciated. If you, for some reason, don't mind sitting and watching these. It will no longer be, it will not be the new year, Lunar New Year, when these videos go up, but have a happy Lunar New Year anyway, and see thee.